Okay, here we are with a wrap-up video of the underneath the home. Now things came out a little bit differently than I originally thought they would, but a lot of times it happens when you start to dig into a problem that you're trying to repair versus building something from scratch. So under here you can see, like I mentioned before, I was going to set some little cross joists here in between joists. They're on the joist hangers you see there. Helps them hold them a lot better in there. It's helping to hold the floor at bay there where it was warped. I also added the 2x8s above the girder beam there. But here's where the big change happened. If you remember in the video where I was underneath originally, I mentioned there was a doubled up joist for where that wall was, even though it missed it. Well, that doubled up joist actually stops back here behind this beam here where the girder is. It does not continue any further. The problem is that wall continues for at least another 5 to 6 feet. So it only had a single joist over here that it also missed. Because right here you can see there's a single joist and the wall is actually right about there. So what I had to do is, you see this big 4x6 beam up here and the 4x6 I have here on the cement blocks. I actually had to jack this up. When I put this beam, this 4x6 across, it's only across 3 joists. There, and there. When I set that and hit this up there, by the time it hit one of these other joists, I ended up having more, like over here, I had more than an inch worth of gap, which is terrible. That's how much that this joist here in the middle had sunken from the weight of that wall, because that wall just does present a lot of weight. To give you an idea here, when I originally started jacking it into place, you see this notch right here that almost like it's been cut out. Let me make the light a little bit better. I mean, look at that notch. That's like 3/16 of an inch. That's how much the joist started crushing. And I realized, wait a second, I set the jacks back down and I put a pair of 2x8s here in between. Not only does that help, push the wall back up in place and level out the floor, but it also helps to distribute the weight evenly from one joist to the next and all the way across the middle, because the wall, the main weight is right there anyways. So I set that back up before I rejacked it back up. I tell you, I put a lot of strain on these jacks. So there's a beam here, there's another beam here, taking a lot of that weight, and there's, like I said, these cross joists in place. As you see, when I go back upstairs, I did not take all of the gap out from the floor. There's still a little bit of warping, which unfortunately is just a permanent result of the damage that's been done. It's not bad. The important thing is the weight is now being held. I've got these 2 new beams in here on the cement blocks, which is holding the weight of the wall, and I have the cross joist put in, which is helping to push it back into place and keep it so that this wall has actually been raised up and is now holding its own versus continuing to get worse, because it would have eventually broken that joist, this one right here. It would have eventually broken it, and then it would have been a serious repair job and a lot of damage and many thousands of dollars put into that. So luckily I caught it early. If you I'll take you upstairs in just a minute so you can see how it looks up there for the finished wrap-up video. If you like this video series or anything like that, please subscribe to my channel, and you can always find my Facebook information and the links down below, and you can find all my contact information if you feel like you have a problem with this of your own that you need to take care of. So hold in there, we're going to go wrap things up upstairs, alright?